halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Walker looking to throw it right away. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Walker's, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Working out of the gun here, Walker eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Charles, something we talked about last week. When you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not, well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October. You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Walker looking to throw on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Trotty! And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Play action now, Walker. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Darnell Mooney, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The Lions sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
St. Brown motioning left. Purdy to throw it on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Purdy. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On first down, 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run with Gibbs. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there.
Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because of the other.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Walker now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 62 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
St. Brown motioning left. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Walker. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. He's on his way. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Williams, a man in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Many times the mindset of a play caller after a quarterback's thrown an interception on the previous drive is to come right back and give them a throw to get their confidence back. Give them something easy, get a completion, kind of get them settled again. Instead, this ball was tipped in the air and almost turned into an interception. Offense trying to make a big play, defense trying to make a big play, turned into an incompletion. So now maybe they can back off a little bit, try to relax him, and get him something that'll work.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Gibbs straight ahead. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Walker's throw there, complete to Mooney. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Walker escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Walker. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now motion left with Mooney. Walker now to throw on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd down throw for Walker. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This is up and good from Piñeiro. And that will tie things at 17 all. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Play action. Now Purdy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Walker. A short one there, caught by Glanson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, 25 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Now a second down throw for Walker. Flush to his right. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded, and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Walker gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Second and 13. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now they'll audible to something else. On third down, here's Gibbs. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On first down, Purdy. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Walker. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now motion left with Mooney. 4th down, Walker. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
2nd down, here's Walker. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Steps away. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Walker now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. And now it's a bootleg with Walker. To the right side and into the hands of the Tyron Granson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kylen Granson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. And And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And working out of the gun here, Walker. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A gain there of 21 yards. And now they'll shift things around. On 1st and 10, Walker eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the shotgun, it's Walker. To the sideline and incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
That is caught. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. That one looks like he'll throw here. Being chased out left. He completes this to Walker. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's one of those.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Play action now. Walker. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Walker. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get it down in the play to the 37. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog.